have all the books we require. Oh, hello. Welcome to my bookstore. I am Flourish. Flourish and Books. Now, how can I help you? First year Hogwarts students, are you? Ah, very exciting. Are you looking forward to your first year at Hogwarts? Ah, that's very good. What's that? You have a list of the books you require? Nonsense. I've seen easily thousands of students come through my store. I think I know which books you require. Okay, just have a list there. Yeah, there. Just give this to me. Give it to me. Okay, so what do we have here? The Standard Book of Spells, Grade 1. Ah, yes, that is a very good book by Miranda Goshawk. Now, let's see, I believe I have that one. Yes. You are quite lucky, as I do indeed have it. It's a very important spell, you know. It contains many of your basic spells that your teachers will help teach you, but, you know, it is always good to do a bit of extracurricular reading. So I'll just put your books over there until we're finished here, and then you can pay for them all at once, okay? Yep. So, this next one is A History of Magic by Bathilda Bagshot. Ah, yes, history. Now, that is one of my favourite subjects. It's actually quite fascinating, you know, how some of the spells that we know and love today evolved over the years, through the centuries even, and some of them started off quite unrecognisable, you know, and I think it is very fascinating. So I'll just put this book over there. Okay, so we have Magical Theory by Aldebert Waffling. Ah, yes. Now where is that one? Ah, yes. Here we are. Magical Theory. Now that is an interesting subject. Ah, yes, it does relate to that magical history that I was just telling you about. Well, I guess magical theory is more like a magical future. It is potential for what we can come up with still. So I'll leave that there. Now, A Beginner's Guide to Transfiguration by Emmerich Switch. Ah, yes. Now, where did I put that one? Ah, got it. Very lucky. You know, it's one of the things I love about working at a bookstore, you know. That old book smell. Transfiguration is an interesting subject as well, because it deals with turning one thing into something else. In fact, you could turn this book into more magical knowledge. So now we have 1000 Magical Herbs and Fungi by Philidia Spore. I always get caught up on that name, it's a bit hard to pronounce. Ooh, okay. Gotta have a look around for this one. I know we sold one just yesterday. Hold on. Bear with me. Yes. You're very lucky. We're almost out. Almost out of this one. So this one is actually quite a long treatise on various herbs and fungi you will come across in the Wizarding World. And it lists the qualities and especially things such as what potions, poisons you can use them for. And that is very important. You don't want to be mixing up two bad herbs. So, the next one. Magical Drafts and Potions by Arsenius Jigger. Yes. Ooh. Yes. So, this book is quite a good companion to that last book that I just gave you, as that one will tell you about many of the various herbs you'll come across. And this one will tell you how to put those herbs into action as potions and draughts and elixirs, and you can really do some very, very wondrous things with potions, and it's actually a very enjoyable subject. I do hope that you take a liking to it like I did. I'll put this one aside. And now, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them by Newt Scamander. Now that's a fascinating book. Yeah, there's all sorts of interesting things in here. It has, well, can't really show you until you bought it, but it has all sorts of diagrams of different animals and, well, fantastic beasts. And it, like that herb book that you've just bought, it contains lots of information on different qualities and obviously where you can find them. So the next one is The Dark Forces, A Guide to Self-Protection by Quentin Grimble. I know we have this one. Where is it? Yes, got it. Now this is a very important book. Not to worry you at all, but there are a few less than nice people out there in the Wizarding World, and less than nice creatures as well. Many of which practice the dark arts, and it is always good to be able to protect yourself. And this book, if you study it, should hopefully help you, okay? So I'll set this one aside. And that appears to be the end of your reading list. But, I do have a little secondary extra list. I've compiled over the years of various books that I found students such as yourself very much enjoy. I have it written down, and there are a few here. I can just read them off, and if you hear any that you like the sound of, I can get them off the bookstores for you, or bookshelf for you, and you can buy them, okay? So I'll go through it. So, there's Subgenal's Tales from the Black Forest. Yes, quite a talented young German wizard. Deep Whispers, a treatise of illusion. There is The Art of Lead Therapy. It's related to that transfiguration book that, being able to turn lead into different things, such as, obviously gold. There is Emmy Woodwork's Theories of Crafting with Earth. Lucollomy's Theorem of Cockatrice Offspring. Yes, yep. There is Lawrence's book of magical hotspots within the British Isles. Yes, she is quite the British wizard, and she has travelled all up and down Britain to map out various hotspots of magical activity. So you could, if you want, get some friends to go and investigate them. They are quite interesting. There is Salude's Stories of Infiltration and Witchcraft. There is Posh's Guide to Spices and Reagents, and Caroline's Handbook of Textures. Do any of those sound interesting to you? Those are some excellent choices. So let me get them down for you. That appears to be it then. So I'll put that just over there. And let's see. 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so for 11 books, that comes out to, what is it now? 2 galleons, a sickle, and 5 nuts. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure doing business with you. I'll give you these books. Okay? And I very much do hope that your first year at Hogwarts goes successfully. And I do look forward to seeing you here next year. Alright? Take care.